I'm Major General Bonginkosi Ngcobo, the Deputy Chief of Staff of the South African National Defence Force. I also carry the responsibility of being the coordinator of the National Steering Committee for the preparation for hosting of the United Nations 6th International Partnership for Technology in Peacekeeping Symposium, which South Africa has been accorded the right to host, which will be held at CSIR over the period 21 to 24 June 2022. The 6th symposium follows after other symposiums that had taken place before, with effect from 2014 when the first symposium was held. The symposia that have been held thus far are as a consequence of various reports that were tabled to the United Nations in relation to the developments taking place in peace missions. And a decision was taken that a forum of this nature should be established, where member states and troop and police contributing countries can engage together with technology sponsoring countries, as well as funds sponsoring countries, to discuss issues pertaining to the developments within the peace support, or rather the peace missions. In this regard, South Africa was supposed to have hosted this symposium as early as year 2020. However, as it is known now to all, the advent of the coronavirus pandemic put a stop to the effort to host the symposium in 2020. It provides a platform for member states, those that contribute troops or police, even civilians, as well as those that sponsor technology or finance peacekeeping missions, to engage and discuss matters pertaining to the developments within the peacekeeping missions. It entails effectively 3 separate events. The first being the symposium, which is the main event, where papers will be presented, speeches delivered pertaining to trends that have been identified internationally relating to technologies that could possibly be utilized within the environment of peacekeeping, which would then later on, that would happen mainly on the first day. And from the second and the third day, delegates will then break up into work groups, which are divided according to specific themes. So the thematic work groups will be discussing various matters pertaining to the themes allocated. In this instance, we have got 5 different themes. The first theme is peace, protection of peacekeepers. The second theme is information-driven peace operations. The third theme is integrated training and capacity building. And the fourth theme is eco-responsibility. And the last theme is telemedicine. So these basically are the aspects that pertain to the symposium. The second part of the whole symposium relates to the technology exhibition. This is now separate from the symposium itself, but runs parallel to it. This is where the host country, in this case South Africa, will be showcasing and displaying technologies, defense-related or peacekeeping-related technologies that are available in South Africa for possible use by the United Nations. It gives an opportunity to South African companies to market themselves to the United Nations. This also will take place at CSIR, which is the Council for Science and Industrial Research at the International Convention Center in Linwood. The third aspect entails the hosting of the Procurement Seminar, also known as the Supply Chain Management Seminar. In this seminar, experts from the United Nations will be briefing South African companies and interested parties on possibilities that are available in terms of accessing tenders from the United Nations. They will indicate what goods does the United Nations, or is the United Nations interested in terms of peacekeeping, but what services also are of interest to the United Nations. And this is not limited strictly to what you would call conventional or hardcore military, weapons and things like that, weapons and ammunition. But it may involve also issues of water purification, which may not necessarily be perceived as a defense-related service, but by all means, it is of great use within this defense environment. So all of these activities will be taking place, the technology exhibition as well as the symposium will be taking place at CSIR, and the procurement seminar will take place on the last day of the symposium at the National Research Foundation.